Hi, it's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. When I went to church today, it was a very nice surprise. We actually had it down close to the river, and under the trees, it was just perfect. But what I wanted to share with you was the message that we did. It was a short message today because it was going to get very, very hot. It comes from Philippians 4, verse 13, which says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So, Pastor Steve started, each one of us, that's every one of us. I can. Yes, you can and I can. Now, he told a story about going to a place to get a burger. Now, he's a vegetarian, and so he knew that you could go like to Burger King, and you could just ask for your sandwich, like say a Whopper. You could ask for your Whopper with no burger, and then you would get the buns, and you would get the lettuce and onions and maybe cheese, tomatoes. You would get all that good stuff. Well, he went there and he went up, and this lady told him, I don't think we can do that. Pastor Steve said, yes, you can. And she said, no, I don't think we can do that. It wouldn't be a burger. He says, that's okay. I just want a sandwich. She said, I'll have to ask. So she went and she talked to the manager. In fact, a couple managers came out and they said, that's very unusual. We don't usually do that. Pastor Steve said, but you can do that. I'll pay for the whole sandwich. I just don't want the meat in it. I'll pay the full price. I said, I don't know. He said, you can. So that's the first part that I want you to know. You can do things. Now, when we say, I don't think I can, you never get anything done that way. So let's hear the rest. I can do. Now, that's the place where lots of Christians mess up, because they can have great ideas. In fact, lots of times they will take it to the pastor, or maybe they'll take it to somebody else in the church, and they'll say, oh, I think it'd be really good if we began having, say, potlucks. But then nobody wants to work in the kitchen to get everything set up and set the tables. Well, that's no good. You need to do. Or maybe they think, I think it would be really good to have a Bible study on Tuesdays. Well, it's easy to keep adding on things for other people to do. But you know what? God made every one of us able to do things. So maybe you're the one that's going to open your home for the Bible study, or maybe you're going to lead out in it. Maybe you'll provide the refreshments. You be part of the solution. Okay, I can do. Now that's where we don't want to mess up, because it's not talking about somebody else. It's talking about us doing things. We can have not just faith that things can get done, but action, because without action or works, faith is dead. It's useless. But because of our faith, we can do these things. So I can do all things. All things? Things that you could never imagine. I'll tell you a couple things that I couldn't imagine I would do. When I was younger, a new Christian, I used to have a Bible study in my house. I had it every week. And there were even a few times when the pastor was gone, and on a Wednesday night, I would lead out with a message. Now, you go, oh, I don't know about that. Something else that I've done in the last few years that anybody can do is I've been the coordinator for Operation Christmas Child, or Shoebox for Kids. Many of you may know that as that. It's through Samaritan Purse. And so I coordinate that. I get boxes, and then I listen to stories about different areas where children have received those boxes and how that has impacted their lives and maybe the whole lives of their village. I'll tell one or two on this story, on this YouTube one day. And so I'm able to lead out in that. I didn't know that I could do that. So there are many, many things. God will place it in your heart, the opportunity and the desire to have these things done. So listen to him and act. I can do all things. Now, this is the important part. We can just be positive thinkers all we want. And you get more done if you're positive, that's for sure. But listen to the last part. Through Christ who strengthens me. The truth is, we can't do anything without Christ. We can't even breathe without him. So he will give you the strength. So I want you to think about it. What can you be doing? Can you be saying something kind to somebody you see in a store? Can you be reaching out to your neighbor? Maybe you have fruit trees or a garden and you can share a little bit with your neighbor. Mother Teresa, who was an amazing servant woman that worked in Calcutta among really the dead and dying there, she said, and I'm going to get this quote maybe a little wrong, that we can do good things for others, but start with the ones closest to us. So I just want to encourage you to do that, and hopefully it will be a ripple effect, and you will do it to someone, and then they will do it to someone, and we'll just continue one at a time, the ones closest to us. Well, it's Maria from Still Dreaming Homestead. I want to pray blessings on you and yours, in your house and out of your house, in the day and the night. And whatever you do, keep dreaming. Bye-bye.